But this morning, talking about the hardship, we do have our correspondent, the one who has just received an award, by the way. He's going to tell us about it. Umaru Kirawa joins us all the way from Maiduguri. And let's find out what the situation really looks like up north in that area. Thank you so much, Kirawa. Are you there? Can you hear us? Good morning to you.
Yes, good morning.
All right, great. We're talking about the economic hardship so far. Nigerians are indeed decrying tough times and how things are. We've seen videos emerge of Nigerians in different parts of the country having to steal food from a truck, conveying food from one state, interstate, and so on. And most importantly, videos and others decrying the tough times that they're going through. Can you give us an update on what it's like where you are, especially in Maiduguri?
Well, thank you so much. For us in Maiduguri, we do not have such kind of incidences happening across the country, particularly in Abuja, the FCT, and Niger, and other states alike. But by and large, what is happening in most parts of the country where Nigerians continue to loot food items is telling much on how the people are feeling. The hunger is glaringly clear. People are paying through their nose, and the economic situation is not favorable to the masses. And this calls on the government, not only the government, it's actually a responsibility of all of us, the marketers, businessmen, the government, students, and everybody need to come together collectively. I believe if we come together, we can address this problem. But by and large, the government need to focus more attention on prioritizing the needs of the people, the need of the masses, the needs of the hewers of wood and drawers of water, and the vast majority of the people in the country. The economic policies might not seem to be very good, but I think if we give them more time, though it's very difficult time, but I believe difficult time never lasts, and the government need to do something. And from my own end, I think the government can adopt a strategy which they can implement to address this menace. First is to look into the means of coming up with short-term plan, long-term and medium-term plan. For the short term, I think the government can come up with distribution of food in form of palliatives, which is the much needed support of the people. What people are crying out, that is why they are looting food items, because they are hungry, and so on and so forth. We can take example of what is happening in Borno State and of course Yobe State. The governors have continued to distribute food in terms of palliatives. 3 days ago, the governor of Borno State, for example, flagged off distribution of 100,000 food items to 100,000 households. These are things that we need to put into perspectives because they are the immediate needs of the people. And for the medium term, I think the government need to look inwards in terms of investing in agriculture, creating an enabling environment, particularly for the youths to go into agriculture, to do more in aquaculture, expanding the hectares that our farmers used to farm, since we're enjoying relative peace, particularly for us in Borno. Now that we have very large landmass, the government can invest much in that aspect of agriculture so that we can feed ourselves. And for the long-term solution, I think the government can focus more attention on recharging the leg chart. Recharging the leg chart has been a very good opportunity to address most of the problems of the people that are within the leg chart, and of course, even beyond the shores of the leg chart, because fish is there, the water is there for irrigation. If the government can explore these opportunities, I believe most of our problems will evaporate. And most importantly, I think the government needs to focus more on coming up with strategies to enhance its relationship with border communities, border countries.
All right.
Niger, Chad. Yeah, yes.
Yeah, Kira, I mean, some of the points you made, obviously, is what's coming out from the mouth of, the members of the Maiduguri community and what they've said so far. And you've highlighted on food, which has been a major problem. Our time is fast spent, but Olive wanted to ask a question, but I also wanted to quickly chip in. Congratulations, we did also find out that you picked up an award. Can you tell us about that award in very few seconds, very quickly?
All right. Well, it's a peace advocacy award given to me and others alike. It's based on what we have been doing in recent times with regard to peace building efforts. Trying to call on the communities to be resilient, and then telling the good stories, and of course, how people are going through very difficult times, trying to comfort them, tell them that yes, there is hope at the end of the tunnel, and they should.
We seem to have lost audio connection with Umaru Kirawa, but congratulations on your Peace Advocacy Award. We see you, well done, and we look forward to seeing more of your impact, not just here in New Central, but across the country, the continent, and the world. Thank you for joining us, Umaru Kirawa. All right. Now let's take the conversation away from there to talk about the latest update regarding President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He has conveyed a strong message to the international business community during the Nigeria-Qatar